I guess you look at playing one night removed. This kind of that new situation. Just how'd you feel your team really came out there those first 10 minutes of this game tonight?
The guys responded well. We watched quite a bit of individual film last night. We watched some team film today. Talked about things that happened at both ends of the floor. The thing we talked about the most was really just biting down and digging in and being a more aggressive team, being a more physical team. That's what we talked about the most, and felt like that helped us early. And then proud of the guys for the adjustments they made offensively. We turned down some shots to attack some closeouts, and that was important.
Yeah, I went back and watched yesterday's game today, and it looked like in the second half of that game yesterday, it was your offense that kind of led to their transition opportunities and allowed them to pull away. And it seemed like today it was probably as complete as you guys have looked on the offensive end this season. What do you feel allowed your team to kind of clean things up on offense? And you feel like the guys are starting to kind of find their roles without AJ on the court now?
Yeah, I would tell you a willingness to learn. The willingness to take a good hard look at the possessions we had last night, things that happened individually, and then how it fits with our team. And one of the things that we've needed to do a better job of is get Fife some touches. And he touched the ball more tonight. Guys turned down some shots so that we gave the offense an opportunity to work long enough to get it into his hands. And then some possessions that where maybe it didn't end up with Fife, but we attacked some closeouts and put the ball in the paint, one or two times before we shot it. So I would tell you, Nick, a real willingness to learn, and that's a great attribute.
You had all 10 guys reach the scoring column there in the first half. Nate Heisey had his best game of his collegiate career, and you got some production from Noah there off the bench. You feel like you're finding some really good balance now within this team.
Yeah, there was tonight, and that's that's something that'll be important for this team. Guys getting comfortable, guys getting adjusted to what they need to do for the puzzle pieces to fit right. And tonight we took a big step forward and much sharper offensively. And there's an unselfishness that needs to be part of playing basketball at both ends of the floor, but specific to offense, the willingness to turn down a shot and drive a closeout, and whenever that means next. Maybe it's for something for you at the rim or getting fouled, and maybe it's to draw a second defender and find a teammate. And we had a lot of that tonight.
Thanks.
Thanks, Nick.
Hey, Ben, can you hear me?
Yep, I got you, Colt.
All right. How about Cole Henry tonight? If I'm not mistaken, it was a career high in minutes for Cole, and he really helped along with Austin and guarding Brim, and showed a little bit too of what he can do in the flow offense.
Yeah, his best game, most minutes, which he hadn't had the kind of minutes he had until tonight, and so certainly his best game. I felt like offensively we had great pace to start, and Cole is a guy at that center spot that can keep that pace up, and in some ways he can increase it with his ability to handle and pass the basketball. So went with him early. Austin battled some foul trouble, which gave Cole some more opportunities. But Cole has improved his toughness. He's improved in terms of a guy who defensively on the block, and he was active to rebound. I thought his activity and Noah's. I thought the two of those guys, their activity to the offensive glass was important for us. A big play in the second half that Noah tipped and Cole laid it in, but Cole's activity is what got him on the 4 more minutes.
Forgive me if you've already answered a question similar to this. Just got on the call not long ago, but when Missouri State was able to get within single digits a couple different times tonight, you guys were able to stretch the lead back out to double digits both times. So what did you see, whether it was offensively, defensively, both, that stuck out to you with that ability to kind of push them back away after things got close?
Yeah, this was the best feel that we had in terms of the team toughness and the team sticking up for each other, the togetherness, that it requires for your group to move forward. This was the best feel throughout the 40 minutes, Cole, and that allowed us, when the game got under 10, that allowed us to fight back and have 2 good possessions, maybe get 2 stops and score twice. There was a better togetherness tonight, and that's a good step forward for our team.
Finally, Ben, how about just getting a win? Last win was on December 4th, and it's your first win against a D1 opponent.
Yeah, I mean, you play the game to win, right? I mean, there's a lot that, in terms of confidence, picking up a bounce in your step. There's a lot of things that come with winning a basketball game, but our guys know. I mean, we celebrated a little bit down in the locker room because we should. We played good basketball and we beat a good team. So we had some fun down in the locker room. And tomorrow it's back to business. If we win a game or we lose a game, we're going to get back to business the next day. And I just liked how we played tonight, Cole. Really liked how we played.
Thanks.
Yep, thanks, Cole.